So I'm not proud of myself. I'm really not.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thanks, buddy. But I'm not proud of myself. I bowed down to big tech and
So
Tim Cook.
I was going to ask you, did you go back to the?
Here we are.
Because I'm seeing when I message you, I'm seeing blue. I'm like, what's going on? Green.
Is that what it is? Is that what?
Yeah. So check it out. So green tells me, all right, let's go back. Green, 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 green.
Green, 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 green.
Okay. No, at some point it goes blue. Dude, we had a lot of conversations with the green.
Is that?
There it is. This is where you made your switch. Sometime between Sunday of last week and Saturday.
No kidding.
Saturday and Sunday. So whenever it went green, that tells me you are now off net, right?
No longer an iMessage.
That's right.
Raj.
That's right. And I can't see if it's read, delivered, and all
Ain't that some stuff?
Yeah, so now it's green. So on the way over here, or before I left, I was like, wait a minute, I'm getting blue. So
Blue alert.
Sometime between today and today.
It was just today. I snapped. You know what? Here's the deal, man. Honestly, I think that if you hadn't learned a phone already and you weren't used to a phone already, then it wouldn't matter. Because
sure, wouldn't matter at all.
Substantively, there wasn't that much difference.
It's like,
it was the small things.
It's sort of like, okay, maybe changing operating systems. Definitely not browsers. I don't think browser changing like Edge to Chrome would be that big of a deal.
Go to DuckDuckGo, there is a big deal. There's a huge.
Well, yeah, compared to Google.
Yeah, you get real search results.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by DuckDuckGo, although if you want to. Anyway, yeah.
But if you went from Mac to like a PC, a Microsoft PC,
oh yeah, dude,
big difference.
Well, there's a s ton of little things that add up to what's between Mac, but between the iPhone and Android, it does all the same things, just differently. Just like how you do a screenshot and how it. But dude, I tell you, I tried to get out of the ecosystem and they kept pulling me back.
What movie is that from?
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Godfather.
Godfather, yeah.
GF1. Nope, GF2. Sorry.
They just pulled me back in.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't quote it. So, but
was it? No, that was GF3. It was from The Godfather.
Godfather.
Yeah.
Somebody will know exactly, and they'll know the scene. They'll post the scene. I just saw it the other day. I think you posted it on something.
Yeah, I like
no,
that.
you actually sent me the mem.
Yeah.
Just bring me back.
Yeah, they can. Yeah. Well, see, my workflow was so jacked up, man. Yeah. Like, what I like to do is read news stories, and then get them to my computer so I can do a video about them. But in the ecosystem, it was too easy. You just send it to like an iMessage, and it picks it up on the computer, and you're good to go. Not so with Android. It took 2 or 3 extra steps, and that was a pain. Plus, all the functionality. Yeah.
You could have, I think, in all honesty, I think if you had, spent the time, giving yourself a good 30-day window, maybe, I think you would have been all right.
Yeah, no, I would have gotten used to it. I would have gotten my whole.
I think that's just
my perspective,
nature,
which was
right? You adapt.
But I wouldn't have been able to do my same workflow.
Yeah.
And I got news, man. It's nice having whether I'm on my iPad or I'm on my computer.
Sometimes efficiency is where it's.
Oh no, that they do it on purpose. I mean,
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
honestly, that's why they're one of the most successful
Yeah.
manufacturers of.
Although I did one of the biggest things I went to Samsung for, not made in China.
Yeah.
Not made in China. So I did some research, and apparently iPhones really aren't either. For some crazy reason, like a lot of the boards and circuits are made in Canada. They send it to China where it's assembled. It's like they have a global supply chain.
It's almost, well, I mean, any count, that sounds pretty anti-American to me.
Well, it costs too much, right? But it was designed in the United States.
Well,
the profits stay here.
That's exactly right. That's the nature of free enterprise. And notice I didn't say compassionate capitalism. I said free enterprise. Now, I'm not opposed to if I start a business here in America and I know that I can outsource everything that I need to be productive here, why then must I use American labor if I am the business owner and I took all the risk and it's my money that was on the line? Why am I required to employ U.S. labor in order to produce my thinking, my creativity, my ingenuity, my work? So I mean, I get it. I get both sides of the picture there. But
Not me, man. Screw them.
to a certain extent.
No, I hear you.
But I wouldn't employ Chinese children in labor camps. And I'm not assuming that they do that. Like, I don't actually have any evidence that I've researched or found.
Oh, they do.
I've heard of that.
The screens on the 12 Max, I think. I hope I got the 11. I couldn't justify $1,000, so I got the 11, which is a huge upgrade from my 7 Plus.
Sure.
Which I love.
I think that's what I have 11. Is I have the 3 little. I know mine's a little cracked up. Okay, you got the 2. Oh, I got 3.
You might have the Pro or the Max. I didn't need it.
I don't know. I think it's 11, but whatever.
And it's a good camera as is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But I have no complaints. Like, I literally launched my phone like a frisbee, like a boomerang thing. It was going to come back to me.
Yeah, right.
And it still works. It's a little cracked up, but you know.
That's not funny.
No pun intended.
Well, you know, the thing is that I absolutely hear what you're saying. Like, when free trade means equal, things have to be equal on both sides. You know, I've got no problem whatsoever if America can't supply the labor that I need to make an effective product so I can compete on the market with others, and I've got to go to, well, I don't know, England, hopefully, or France or Germany. But China, they're using slave labor, man. They're using slave labor.
I get that. That's, well, I mean,
I
there's
went
so
to
much
Vietnam.
to say about China.
Yeah. My Samsung was made in Vietnam.
That they are not pro-American.
No.
They are pro-Chinese.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that.
Well, if I'm being honest, though, the Samsung had circuits and boards, and where do you think those are made from? I mean...
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, if you were to go 100% American, it's almost like...
You can't...
And it's not the same comparison, but I would... Same in terms of the amount of mental energy it takes to navigate the stuff. Like, if you go 100% vegan, like, you have to have that in your mind, in your head, all the time.
What do you consider that, though? Consider that, though. What is it... All the parts are also made in America? Is it assembled in America?
Yes, if you're going to go 100% American, and if you were to say China's the enemy, I'm not supporting China at all. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question because, you know, do the profits benefit American? Even if maybe the labor isn't directly produced, like where do you draw the line? Like what's like your hard no?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Well, I did. I boycotted China, and I made a rule that I had to go to at least 2 or 3 stores.
Do you eat Chinese food?
Just from Panda Express. I had to go to 2 or 3 stores, and I couldn't find the product that wasn't made in China. For instance, a waffle iron. I went during Christmas all over to find a dang waffle iron that wasn't made in China. Couldn't find one, so I went to the whole mall.
Wow, that's exhausting.
Yeah, and I ended up going and buying one that was made in China from Cuisinart. Cuisinart, what are you doing? Made in China, and I totally would have bought a waffle iron made in America or anywhere else.
And here's the other side of the token. If the product that you're buying, here's the other thing, and you have to weigh this out. If I'm going to buy American, am I going to get the best product for my buck? Am I going to buy a piece of crap? Now, a lot of the Chinese products out there end up in garage sales, right?
Yeah.
They're not good quality stuff. But I also know that there's some really good products that are not made in America.
Yeah, totally.
It's my money
Absolutely.
that I'm spending. So it is.
But you know, I think with the Made in America thing, it goes both ways. You're not going to find any mid-range stuff. You're going to find either so cheap and crap because they can't make any money off it, so they sell in bulk, or super high expensive, like grills, for goodness sakes. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's and try to find a grill under $1,000 made not in China.
Not in China.
Yeah, and you won't find. You can't.
Yeah.
It's rough.
So
yeah. So as it comes to the phone, that's why I really had to think about it. What do I mean by what do I want it to be not made? Every phone is going to have a component or two that's made in China. Damn it.
Well, here's the other thing too: is that Chinese-made product going to make you more productive here in America, where
Yes,
you're
it
actually
is.
producing more? So then there's just too many factors to consider. I think to live to live a life of absolutism, that I'm not going to buy anything but American.
Only Sith deal in absolutes, and I'm no Sith.
I'm not either. I'm an American.
Yeah, so they pulled me back in the ecosystem.
They pulled you back in.
Yeah, they pulled me back in.